Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Tech This Week. My name is Apalak. A very happy new year to all of you. I know it's been a while since we all connected. It's been about a week or two since 2026 started. So I thought the first episode of Tech This Week for 2026 should be around how ThinkTeal looks at the world of technology. So some predictions from our end. I know you are inundated with predictions by many organizations. This is our attempt. I like to mention that not talking about moonshots or sci-fi futures. We are actually trying to talk about what actually we expect to change in 26 uh, across the enterprise technology, consumer technology, healthcare, space, in fact, everyday life. Not hype, not demos, just the shifts that are actually in motion and quietly are going to unlock themselves in 26. And to begin this, I think it's only fair that I start my story with AI, because it's AI's focus is far from over. But the difference is AI stops feeling new and starts feeling invisible, right? So in 2026, AI won't feel exciting anymore. And that's a good news. But that's how we'll know it is truly right. It won't be the headline, it won't be the big feature, right? It will simply be embedded on phones, cars, editing tools, diagnostics, workflows. So the best products won't shout and clamor for attention saying they're AI powered. They just feel faster, smoother, and smarter, right? So in 2026, the best AI won't announce itself. It'll be there for all of us to use. Moving to smartphone devices. I know smartphones have been there for a very long time. And let's be honest, they are plateauing, right? So flagship launches feel incremental. People announce better cameras, slightly faster chips, marginal updates. Does that mean that the time of smartphones is over? Far from it. Because personal computing doesn't slow down. Understand that the difference. The real action actually now shifts outwards to on-device intelligence, wearables, voice, cameras, and context-aware systems. So phones actually stop being the star of the show. What surrounds them gets the maximum attention, right? Going to prediction number three, you know, for years, the internet monetized attention, right? 26, it flips it. It starts monetizing relief. I'll help you understand what this is. Consumers increasingly will pay for, ad-free experiences, better moderation, cleaner feeds, and algorithms, that don't constantly provoke them. That mirrors, somewhat what happened with the music and the video industry. First, if you see most of these applications were free, then become noisy, then people start paying for premium content, essentially for calm. So 2026, attention will be free, right? Peace will be premium, right? Moving on to healthcare. Healthcare, as you know, thanks to IoT and thanks to all things that are uh, trackable, healthcare already tracks everything. Steps, sleep, heart rate, glucose, oxygen, stress, everything. But this is where it gets interesting. 2026, it would not be about merely collecting data anymore. It's also going to be how effectively we can use it for clinical relevance. The shift is going to move from measurement to intervention through usage of technology in healthcare. You know, through AI-assisted diagnostics, early risk detection, personalized care paths. So, therefore, from health tracking to health decision making, and that, in my personal opinion, is going to be a huge change for the healthcare sector. Right. Moving to space, everybody has. It's always been a area of curiosity, but this is where it gets interesting. Space stops being cinematic, you know, uh, it becomes boring, which is a good thing, because it's less of a spectacle, more of infrastructure. We'll have more satellites, Earth observation, defense, climate monitoring. So space quietly becomes a backbone for governments, enterprises, and that's a good thing. Like I said, because when space gets boring, it finally means it's becoming useful, right? Coming to, like I said in the beginning, we're not going to just cover enterprise tech, but also consumer tech. So in 2026, access to intelligence is no longer going to be a differentiator. Okay? Everybody will have similar models, similar capabilities, similar answers. What changes is the way you use it and the personality that develops through it. The tone of AI, the trust that you have, the emotional intelligence. So people don't stick with the smartest tools. They stick with tools that feel aligned to their personalities. So AI stops being about intelligence and starts being about relationship with these devices, right? No discussion is complete without touching cybersecurity. But this is where it gets interesting. Cybersecurity would escape the IT department. What do I mean? We live in the world of deepfakes, voice cloning, identity misuse. So these aren't abstract threats anymore. They'll show up in our families, schools, workplaces, and every decision. So cyber literacy becomes as essential as financial literacy. So in 2026, how to verify, how to question your tech, who's done it, protecting yourself from digitally become basic life skills, right? And last but not least, I think very important for us, given how we've get got accustomed through tech-enabled lifestyle, uh, you know, people actually start resisting uh, the comforts that come with technology. But you have to understand, this isn't a backlash against technology. It's actually a maturation. It's actually a maturity. And I'll help you understand. For years, progress meant faster, easier, and frictionless. But once everything becomes optimized, life loses texture. So in 2026, it's a reset. It's a hard reset. People start reintroducing friction deliberately. Slower experiences, manual effort, and visual constraints. Not everywhere, not always, but intentionally. We'll see premium products that do less, not more. Offline or constrained experience grow in value. Status shifts from efficiency to intention. This isn't a nostalgia. You have to understand. It's actually self-preservation. It what makes us human, right? It is our way to self-preserve. When convenience becomes the default, choice becomes the luxury. The shift from maximizing ease to curating effort. So in 2026, the most advanced choice won't be fast technology. It will be choosing where friction belongs. Before I conclude, like I said, 2026 won't be defined by a single breakthrough. It will be defined by maturity in how we build, how we decide, and how we live with technology. The real winners won't chase every trend. They'll choose the few shifts that actually compound. That's where this year will is where true tech rules and begins to shape our lives. That's it from my end. Have a wonderful year ahead. Wishing you all the very best. Bye for now.